This is Brunch, Blaze, and Ballad,
where we eat, elevate, and talk about
media trends from the past,
the present,
and the future
from a Black perspective.
I'm your host, Roger Turner.
And I'm your host, Alexus Bertrand.
So sit back,
spark up,
and let's get into it. Hey, friend, how are you?
Hey, Roger, baby, how the ham sandwich you doing?
I'm doing all right. Come on, ham sandwich.
Right, come on, Hammy. How you doing, baby?
I'm good. How was your brunch?
I'm good too. Brunch was good. So we kept it simple. We did like a 2-egg scramble, a little wheat toast, a little bacon, orange juice. I felt like a good old Denny's.
I made a salad at home as well, so it was delicious. You know, I like a good fresh salad.
Okay, fresh salad. Are we trying to work on this summer body? What are we doing? We're just doing fresh salad.
I'm just getting older, trying to eat healthy. That's all I'm trying to do.
So, well, I love that for you. I do.
Just trying to be healthy. On a scale of 1 to 10, how high are you?
Baby, Daddy is at like a good 7.5, and I feel like a nice steady climb. Because what I did was I threw it in a tea this time. I had a little honey.
Ooh.
You're like starting to influence me.
So I want a good tea.
A good cup of tea. I had me a good cup of tea, had me some nice little THC honey, and I have been off to the races.
I'm a nice good 7. I'm a good 7. I might climb, but it's a nice cruising. I have been introduced to this new gummy that seems to be really, really strong. Like you cannot even eat the whole thing. I gotta pinch off a little bit because
I always have that real good, okay, so listen, Roger has this, just real quick, he has this, his stuff is so potent. Like when he say you gotta do a smidge, but when he say a smidge, like he really mean that, because if you try to do like a little gunk, you're gonna be knocked out.
Well, I got the warning from my friend, because my friend gave this gummy to me because he had already tried his, and he was like, he's also a little bit of a lightweight, but he tried it and he was like, I was high for 3 days.
Oh, not 3 days. What the hell? Oh,
and I was like, maybe you just need to not do edibles, but
after like 3 days, you wake up and you still up there?
Yes, he was so upset. But anyway, come on, give me the topic for today. What are we doing?
Yes, well, first, shout out to like the beginning of season 2. Right?
That's right. We are on a season 2. I'm so excited.
Aren't you excited?
I am.
Yeah, listen, brunchers, we have been also thinking about, like, this season, you can expect some new twists, some new turns, some new things that we're planning on doing. And I'm so excited about season 2. All right, topic for today, y'all. So since we're jumping into Halloween themes, we thought we would come with some great selections around some tips. So since it's Halloween, right, in the spirit of thinking of like All Saints and thinking of things that are macabre, not necessarily just horror, but just going down that road. So today's episode is entitled Tricks and Treats and Spooky Feats.
Ooh, come on, Spooky Feats.
Okay. So what we're going to do today, friends, we're going to give you some of our top selections. They could be films, they could be TVs that are kind of wrapped up in that spooky horror genre. Now, it might go deep, right? We might go...
Or Halloween theme. They made...
Halloween theme.
Yeah.
I think you'll be impressed with what he came up with. But we got some stuff to share with you, and we definitely have a problem. I know I have a good problematic thing.
I have a problematic fave. It's a bit personal, but it's a problematic fave.
Oh, I can't wait. Okay.
It's a bit personal.
So there we have it, friends. Let's get into it now.
Well, I think it's time for us to pull back the curtain.
Put it
Yes.
back now, baby.
All right. So there are 2 seasons that are classically in the top of box office seasons. One of them is Halloween. Can you guess what the other one is?
Christmas.
Yes. Halloween and Christmas are the 2 top box office selling seasons.
I did not know that Halloween was like that.
Halloween, yes. Halloween is second to Christmas. So Halloween is that big of a box office draw.
Okay, quick. even bigger than like the summer movie blockbuster thing. You know how they do like January. Really?
Yep. Yes. Even bigger than summer. Halloween, like Memorial Day weekend is up there, blah, blah, blah. All of those are up there. But Halloween is number 2 to Christmas.
Damn.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's how big Halloween is. And they count the whole Halloween season. But can you guess what is the biggest what was the number one Halloween season release last year?
Halloween season release. Halloween, the movie?
Well, no, Five Nights at Freddy's.
Oh, that was actually really good, though.
Was it good? I can't tell you because I don't watch scary movies.
It was, because it's, okay, for those of you who don't know, it's based off a video game, and it's actually really good.
Oh.
And it's definitely a spooky game, but it's a cult classic of a game that got turned into this film that when I watched it was actually quite good. It is not as gory as you think, but it does have some dark tones to it, but actually might enjoy it, girl.
Well, I'm gonna take your word for it because we could get into it. We could talk about why we picked our picks, but go ahead. Let's get into our picks.
Fine. All right, so are you ready to get into it?
Yeah. Let's get into it. Give me yours. Let's start.
Okay, let me hit you with my first one. I'm gonna hit you with the throwback. So the first throwback I'm gonna throw out that I love watching for Halloween is the Addams Family movies. And I'm gonna throw in Wednesday.
Wednesday was a good series. I really enjoyed that. Okay, you in my lane of Halloween theme. Thank you very much. Because listen, Brunchers, full disclosure, your friend Roger here is not going to pay to get scared. I'm not doing it.
He's really not. Like, we had to talk to this man. Come on, Roger, come on. He's like,
no.
have a good time.
And I will tell you, you have a good time because then, what is it? What's the Paranormal Activity? What is all those movies? Annabelle and what's the Conjurings?
You would like Annabelle.
I barely watch these commercials. Like, I will be at home and these trailers will come up and I'd be like, nope, change channel.
Roger, you change the channel on the
Absolutely not.
It's 30.
I'm not doing any of this. I don't.
You're not good for that, huh?
I don't do well in scary movies, but I do have a couple of like thriller, scary type Halloween themes that my threshold on scary is very thin.
And that's why I picked this one because it is funny. Like if you're not familiar with the films, y'all go watch this. Like the casting of these are older films for those of you who have never seen the Addams Family movies, but they are dark and this family is basically a family of monsters.
Yeah,
people. And they're totally comedic, and there's great iconic scenes in there. You will laugh more than you'll scream. But I think it's perfect for Halloween theme and for friends like Roger here, our friend Roger here. I think the Addams Family and definitely the Wednesday show on Netflix is an amazing, great watch for Halloween. So you can stay spooky, but you ain't got to be scared.
Mm-hmm. Now, on our BBB test, Brunchers, I will put the description on what the BBB test is in the show notes, but on the BBB scale of 0 to 4, what would you give the Addams Family movies?
So I definitely think it's a 3. It may be a 4. So thank you, though, for keeping me honest.
Good. Okay, well, good. Well, I just want to check in.
Well, it's simply passing test, but what you got to pass the test? What you got?
My first pick for Halloween theme is an animated movie by the name of Wendell and Wild. Have you seen this on Netflix?
No, talk to the people. What's Wendell and Wild?
Okay, Wendell and Wild on Netflix is an animated series. It was actually one of the productions of Jordan Peele, I believe. I believe he's one of the writers on it. But it is a Coraline-esque type animation. It reminds me a lot of Coraline. But it's about 2 demons, Wendell and Wild, that enlist the help of a 13-year-old girl by the name of Kat to help summon them back to the land of the living. And like
summon back.
And like hijinks ensue. It's a good series. It was really funny. I think it came out on Netflix back in like I want to say 2021, 2022. Yeah. But
definitely check that one out.
yeah. It's got a great cast. It's got like, of course, Jordan Peele, Keegan Michael Key, Angela Bassett.
The duo is in that one together.
Yeah, the voices. Angela Bassett is one of the voices. It's
let me stop playing. Let's start Window in the Hole.
Wendell and Wild, Ving Rhames. You got a great cast.
Oh, we are definitely checking it. Y'all hear this, brunches? Y'all better check this one out. This one sounds fire.
It was fun. I really enjoyed it. But give me your next one. What you got?
I got one for you then. I think I got one for the peoples.
What you got for the peoples?
So what I got for the peoples is currently out right now. Matter of fact, I think the new episode drops today as we are recording this. It's called Agatha All Along.
Honey, Agatha All Along is giving, honey.
Funny.
I did not put this on my list because I knew you were going to say it.
You knew I was coming for this show, baby. When I tell y'all, listen, y'all get close to y'all earbuds.
Ooh.
When I tell you this show it's spooky, but it is hella queer on purpose, and it is very Marvel, and the storytelling is great. Okay. Think if like Hocus Pocus and Marvel had a baby.
Yeah. Okay. So
that's the kind of vibe and style you're going to get. So it still gives you a little bit of the darkness, but you do not have to cower. It is really well done. Kathryn Hahn and the rest of this cast, Patty LuPone, everybody is living.
Sashir Zameda is amazing. Like everybody in this.
I forgot, last time we saw her, she was in SNL.
Yes. Well, she's done a couple of things since then. I can't remember.
Maybe that's the last time I saw her was SNL.
No. She's been out. She's had a couple of movies since SNL.
Feature. But this is great. And I honestly love this product because in light of all of and I'll say this very quickly, in light of all the vitriol that Phase 4 of Marvel got about being too woke, about having female leads, about having BIPOC leads and all of this other stuff, Marvel stopped, that engine of just pumping out stuff after thing after thing after thing. And they took their time. And it got hella queer, the things that they put out. So if you think about it, the last two big products that they put out were X-Men 97 and Agatha All Along.
Yeah.
They are very much inclusive in terms of the representation of the characters. And for y'all, if you don't like all the blood and gore, Agatha is perfect for you. If you enjoyed anything magical, you'll like this as well. If you liked WandaVision, I'd highly recommend watching Agatha All Along on the Disney Plus because she's cute.
Yeah, and
So if you want to wait, y'all, the final episodes will be out right before Halloween. So by the time this one comes out, the whole thing will be up. And you can binge it. It is worthy of your time.
Yeah, I wish I waited to binge, but I wanted it to do well, so I watched it week by week. But every week I was like, what is going on? So on a BBB, well, I forgot to give Wendell and Wild a BBB score, but Wendell and Wild gets a 3 for me because there's no disability representation. But I think
Agatha might get a 4.
Yeah.
Yes.
Without spoiling it, I think Agatha All Along gets a 4 too. Yeah. I think
don't want to give it away, but
it definitely does. My next one is considered a thriller. I think it definitely falls under thriller, horror. Well, I mean, he describes it as a horror, but another Jordan Peele's Nope.
You watch Nope?
I love Nope. I cannot tell you how much I loved this movie. It was scary. I had to cover my eyes a couple of times. It definitely terrified me, but this is such a well-crafted movie.
And the trailer really didn't give it away.
It did. The trailer did not give it away, but it's a really well-crafted movie. It is super deep. Like Jordan Peele is one of those filmmakers that will take what we have in society and like turns it on us and shows us how scary everyday life is.
Yeah. Yes. I would agree with that. With the 3 products he put out so far, I would absolutely agree with that. And that's where I think the terrifying, it's not like in this this weird entity of a ghost that you can't see that's all powerful. It's like,
I mean, it does have.
Could this really happen?
I mean, it does have that element, but at the same time, it's like,
you almost think this shit is real.
right, the everyday life is the scarier part. Yeah, that's the scarier part.
Selection.
Yeah, it was.
How did you watch Nope?
Yeah, Nope was good. I can't tell you I watched it a bunch of times, but I have watched it more than once.
Okay, well, I'm gonna turn it up here. Now I'm gonna go straight.
Oh, I'm sorry. Nope gets
what's the BBB test?
It gets a 3. Yeah, it gets only a 3 because there isn't a lot of, woman talking to women situation in there.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's right. Okay.
Go ahead.
Right.
What you got?
Right. Okay, well, this one is ratchet. Y'all, this fails the BBB test. It's probably it's definitely out of 2. But I'm going to go classic Halloween with Michael Myers.
Oh, the original Halloween?
Franchise. Well, no. Well, yes.
Ooh.
Because we want to talk about, and I would actually pair it with Halloween 2. Now, the entire franchise, I think, is fun. So if you watch the more recent releases like Halloween Kills, and Halloween Ends, they ran it like a trilogy, taking you back to Laurie Strode. The reason why I brought up this series is exactly what you brought up in the last segment when you brought up Nope, is that it felt realistic. It felt like if we were in this town, there was this killer who seemingly moved like a boogeyman. John Carpenter's score that is just iconic at this point. And every time I think of Halloween, I hear that in my head. I have always adored Michael Myers because I felt like I could not relate to the story, but it felt, like I said, somewhat believable. And to me, it always struck a really good balance of like, you get your thrillers, you get a little bit of your gore, you get your jump scares, and it's digestible at this point. And they've made like 10 of these, and all of them are not out, those that knock it out the park. But to watch my point is to watch Jamie Lee Curtis in her breakout role come all the way back. And she's been in a few in between what they're doing now. But just to kind of bring it all the way back home, they brought back a lot of the cast that were children at the time in the first one and these new ones now. Like, I really like this series. I like what they've done with it. I will always enjoy it. And if I were ever going to push you...
I've seen the original Halloween.
I think you could do a Halloween.
I've seen the original Halloween movie. I've definitely seen it. Yes, it is a classic like Halloween movie. It's hard for me to care because there ain't enough people of color in it. But
but that's why it's great, because he just running around killing all these white folks.
And
So
I'd be like, all right, well, go ahead and kill them. Do you just stay? And they silly.
There's a reason why no damn black people in Springfield. You only got to tell us once. Who lives there? Or who shows up every holiday? I'm not moving to that. We're not moving to no city where somebody shows up every damn Halloween to kill people.
Okay, I got you.
What you got? All right, what's your third?
All right, so what my third, which is probably going to score a 4 on the BBB test. It is Halloween themed. It is scary, but also really funny. It turns the scary into hilarious. The Blackening. Have you seen this?
Oh my God. You did not bring up this silly ass movie.
I love The Blackening. If you want to have a good Halloween treat and you want to have a good laugh, The Blackening is hilarious.
It is hilarious.
It turns the Halloween genre on it and absolutely tells you all the ways Black people ain't falling for none of this.
That movie is the theme of like what we not gonna
do.
We not separating. Who's separating, bitch? Yo, that movie had me in stitches. You know what? It gives me scary movie energy.
It gives you scary movie.
You haven't seen The Blackening. It gives me that kind of energy, but
so I was really looking forward to this movie because I fell in love with like the writer and this so the star of the movie Dwayne Perkins is the creator of The Blackening, And it actually started, I fell in love with it because it actually started as a short skit that I saw on YouTube.
No.
Yes, it was a bunch of Black comedy performers that did this skit of The Blackening. And it was a short, like 4 or 5 minute skit, The Blackening.
Oh, that's cool as hell.
And that it became this big blockbuster. And I was like, I can't wait to see this movie. It was so good. It was, yeah.
So good. And it passed the BBB test?
It passed the BBB test, yeah. Because it has, it has all the representation. It has, women talking to each other. There's more than one woman in the show. It is actually pretty good. I'm gonna
go back and watch it again because y'all brunches, that shit had me in tears. It was so hilarious.
It was hilarious. And listen, it has all your favorites. Yvonne Orji. Yvonne Orji from Insecure. Yeah, Jay Farrell from SNL. Like, everybody's in this movie.
Oh, the comedic timing was great. Okay.
All right, go. What you got?
Okay. All right. So now, actually, I think it's time for us to move on.
Yeah, I think it's time for us to give us the problematic fave. What you got?
So my problematic fave is real simple. Every damn M. Night Shyamalan movie.
Oh, hey, hold on.
No. I will give you Sixth Sense.
Okay.
Split.
Okay.
And you know what? I'm not even throwing Glass because Glass in it.
What about Unbreakable?
Girl. She was just dry. See, my problem with M. Night is that these trailers are like, oh, it's going to be dark. It's going to be fabulous. We going to get you. Crunch of Pearls.
M. Night got a new one coming out, too.
Watching paint dry. I said, what in the hell is this?
M. Night got a new one out, too. And I saw the trailer, and I was like, you lost me. It looked like it was going to be good, but it lost me on this one. It lost me. I got you. I hear you. I hear you. Did you have you seen the trailer for the new movie Trap?
Yes, I did, and I'm bored.
Well, I thought it was
okie doke no more.
I thought it was going to be exciting because I was like, oh, okay, so serial killer trapped at a concert.
Every movie here.
Oh, this is
real tight.
This might be something. He lost me when the black ticket.
Me too.
When the black ticket person. When it has a random white person come to him and says, hey, why are there so many police? Oh, well, between me and you, they're hunting for a serial killer. It could be anybody here at the concert.
No.
Ain't one black person telling some random white person.
You know what I'm saying? Who wrote this shit?
We not doing that. That's what we not doing.
We would never do that.
We would never do that. We would never do that.
So no more M. Night. Stop green light.
What's your replacement?
My replacement is exactly who we was talking about. I love Jordan Peele products. And
okay.
Necessarily, and I'm going to go ahead and mention Us. I did love Get Out. And I think with Us, it wasn't a gimmick. It wasn't a one-off. It wasn't like, oh, you did Get Out, and that was cute, and that was great. You got your nice little one hit. Like, no. Like, I really started taking him serious. Like, I think he's developing a genre here.
Yes. I think he's trying to form his own universe.
I loved it. Even if you didn't. So I loved Us. I love Nope. I love Get Out. I love where he's going with this. And I love how the trailers, they might give us one spin, but I always walk away from this movie feeling like I learned something. And I got a little fear, and I got a little thriller. And so I'm going to go ahead and point out the Jordan Peele films. M. Night, listen, I need you to sit down. I'm good.
I'm not sure if it's out, but there's another Jordan Peele project coming out with Daniel Kaluuya. I think it is, but
I wouldn't be surprised. But I watched that too. Throwing that in there too.
Yeah. It's a franchise property. It's a Mattel property. Do you know which one it is?
Well, Mattel.
Yeah. It seems super weird, but it's the Barney movie.
The Barney movie with Jordan Peele?
Mm-hmm. It's not going to be your funny children's. It's supposed to be a thriller.
Oh, like they did with like Winnie the Pooh.
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit, I'm here for it. Okay, a purple dinosaur. Let's go.
Mm-hmm.
I could do that. Ooh, I'm gonna have to smoke a little bit.
It's definitely going to be a horror movie, and it's not going to be like your kiddie party. But
you think I might be able to convince you to?
I'm definitely going to see it because it's Jordan Peele. All right, so
What's your problematic fave? Hit
All
it.
right. So my problematic fave is the movie that turned me off from every single horror movie. It's probably a great horror movie. You guys will probably enjoy it, but I ended up watching this movie way too young. So in 1981, so I was young. In 1981, a horror movie came out called The Howling. Have you ever heard of this movie?
Okay, why do you? I know this movie. Why do you have a problem? Oh, I think I know why it freaked you.
Because I was a kid.
Keep going.
I was like, had to be like 6 or 7. I was like 8 when I watched The Howling. So if you haven't watched The Howling is about a reporter that is on the hunt for a serial killer and ends up stumbling on a town full of werewolves.
Oh my God.
Yeah. And I was like 7 or 8 when I watched it. And I was like, I can't ever do this.
I love that movie growing up. This is great because now I know where we literally departed.
I was like, absolutely not. From that point on, anybody was like, oh, you want to go see a scary movie? Absolutely not. Why would I want to watch that?
Was it the werewolves or was it the whole movie?
It was the whole kit and caboodle. The whole goddamn thing.
Well, you know what, Brunchers? Now we know the movie that has turned Roger on.
And you know what my my replacement is?
What's your replacement?
Any damn thing else. Anything else. That's how I feel. That's how I feel about that is how I feel about The Howling. Give me anything else. That thing messed me up, scarred me. I think I only saw the movie once, and I can tell you everything. And I can tell you it's so traumatizing. I can tell you everything that happened in that movie, beat by beat.
Okay, I don't want you to burst into tears on me. No, we don't want to go through that. We don't want to do that. Oh my God, that movie. So basically, wait a minute. So you've seen the Thriller, Michael Jackson's Thriller video, right? Did that freak you out?
And I was like, oh my God, well, what are we doing?
Roger.
If it didn't have the dance moment, I wouldn't have made it.
You would have made it.
I wouldn't have made it. If it didn't have the dance moment, I wouldn't have made it.
Well, I will just say this.
Sis lost me at the gas running it. At the car running out of gas. And I was like, y'all in the middle of nowhere. Y'all, what are y'all doing?
Here come the mist.
Y'all need to go home. What's going on?
Oh my God, Roger. Well, folks.
Well, I think that's all we got time for today.
That's our show because I don't doubt what a traumatize my friend no more.
You're lucky you got a Halloween theme out of me.
Oh, no. And so with that.
Why don't you send us?
So friends, thank you so much. Hey, when you hear this episode, drop your favorites into the chat so we know, into the comments, so we know what your favorite Halloween themed, spooky themed stuff is. And thank you so much for listening. So listen, y'all, go out there in the world and be good at it.
And I want you to know, I appreciate you and you are enough just as you are. Thanks for listening.
Thank y'all.